Hey folks, Kaya here. I Should Roll will always be free to listen to, but it's not free to make. So please consider supporting us by subscribing to our Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Intergalactic Improv Initiative. You'll find the link in the show notes. As a stellar streamer, you'll receive exclusive bonus content and our enduring gratitude. Tiers start at $2 per month. See you on Calliope Station.
Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
A podcast by the Intergalactic Improv Initiative.
Ride of the Valkyrie, Episode 13, Luckby and Enby Tonight. Featuring the voices of Hans Cummings, Shay Grové, Chase Hutchison, Hunter LaPaglia, J.D. Kelly, Leah Ryan, and creator Kaya Renwick. You're on a date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. I Should Roll. Last time on Ride of the Valkyrie, Zyn got one step closer to tracking down the artifact stolen from the serene blossom of the Mind's Dawning, thanks to information from one Mordin Solus. Although the good doctor cautions them that they may not want to go seeking said artifact, since it apparently makes people go bonkers in relatively short order. Discouraged by the revelation that the voices in the orbs were not in fact the Enkindlers, Zyn accompanies their much more boisterous friends back to Afterlife, to inform Arya that their mission is complete.
March 15th, 2184. Terran Universal Coordinated Calendar. Omega Nebula. Sarabaric System. Omega. Rika District. Afterlife.
We take the sky car out and around, and it's a much shorter trip this time. You're maybe 5 minutes, the equivalent of a loading screen. Then you guys show up, and the Elcor bouncer recognizes you, and you guys are on the VIP list, having been doing business with Arya directly, and you're ushered in. Bean and Carver. Yes, Carver. Yes?
I was gonna say, are we on the list? Because we weren't there.
There's basically there's like a blank, whoever's with the Hanar and the weird-ass Vorcha is allowed in.
Gotcha.
They are this one's +1.
We're walking past the bouncers out front, right?
Yeah.
The ones that stopped us originally.
Hey, I might have to dance again. How's my hair?
The Elcor looks at you. Contemptuous. I've had worse.
Thanks.
Give a pat on the back and then keep walking.
That bounce has seen things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so you guys go in. You go through the front tunnel with the fake flames going up the walls, and then you go into the main room. Bean and Carver, welcome to Afterlife. You see within your field of vision there is a huge jumbotron circular screen in the center that is showing currently a vaguely lavenderish tinged Asari just gyrating. There's so much boob going on, barely they're like strips over the nipples. So much movement going on, and then in the middle there's that ring of stage on the poles, and there's at least 3 more dancers up there. There's 2 Asari and a human woman up there. The dance floor is packed with people of all species. in varying levels of intoxication. You heard the music start from outside, the bass thumping through the walls, 2 layers, and now you're inside, and it's like it is pressure on your eardrums. The music is so loud. There are so many scents going on. And not only are there people in various states of intoxication dancing, there are people getting it on in corners. And, until they get too far into it, security doesn't give a shit. There's people at the bar on the side here, and are you guys like stopping, taking the sights, or are you leading Bean and Carver through the dance floor toward Aria? What's the plan here? Yes, Gratch.
Is there a poll open?
Roll me investigation.
Oh, natural 1.
Okay, I will say for a natural 1, unfortunately, there are no polls open at the moment. They're all taken. Leah, what's your...
I was gonna say, upon entering, Bean is looking respectfully, but also, there's 10 seconds of respectful looking, and then they realize that they're looking, and they covered their own eyes. And then they just walk into Carver.
And Carver.
So before we walked in, I had the helmet where it was see-through. Seeing all of this, I'm like, fuck no, baby. That bitch is opaque because I'm cheap red as hell. Or let me put it Carver's. But I was gonna say before Leah said Bean covered their own eyes, I was gonna say Carver was gonna cover Bean's eyes. But we've already got that. We're handled, so we're good.
Very good.
Amazing.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. Are you guys headed up straight to Aria?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess so. There's no poles to dance on.
Next time.
I'm holding the poncho in front of me.
Zen will float over the tops of the crowd and just go straight there.
Okay. Bean, as you are attempting to get through the crowd without seeing things, I'm gonna need some sort of if you're trying to bull through, it's athletics. If you're trying to sneak through, stealth or acrobatics.
I was thinking I was holding Carver's poncho.
Okay.
And trying to just follow his sight walking.
Okay. All right. Reasonable.
Oh, so it's up to me?
Your visor is opaque.
Yes.
Are you still looking?
No.
So where are you keeping your eyes?
Where I need to walk.
This is so true.
On the stairs.
There's a whole lot of floor and feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't make you roll for that because you can see where you're going. That's fine.
Kache is heading to Aria's, but Kache is definitely looking. There's no shame.
Incredible. Love it.
Gratch doesn't understand the appeal.
Fair enough.
Titoh's just jaded. Doesn't give a shit about anything.
Fair enough. You guys are excellent bar patrons. You thread your way through to the little stairs, and you go up the stairs and come around to find Aria on her couch. She doesn't say anything, just kind of looks you over. Her eyes pause on the 2 new arrivals, particularly noticing. Actually, no, Carver's wearing a poncho, so she notices the blank face, and she notices the Turian with their hand over their eyes, and I'm assuming the back of your neck is just bright blue.
Yep. Yeah. If we come to a stop, I wave, but I'm not looking.
Okay.
Just for point of clarification, with the way, because I remember the poncho that Bean gave me is not fit for me. So I think what we did, we put a belt around the midsection.
Yes,
Are the
I think
arms
so.
Still visible? So can you see the red and white stripe of the N7 arm?
You could probably see it from on the forearm.
Okay.
It's probably mostly covered, but you could see a little bit of it. So her gaze probably pauses on that, clocks it, but doesn't say anything. And I'm just gonna keep waiting to do the Arya reveal to Bean until Bean actually looks, because I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Who's taking the lead? Because she's not saying anything.
Hi, Arya. Hi. Hi. Yeah, there's some new people with it. These are the Poncho Bros. They're super cool. One of them drives a taxi. It's awesome. But we can Gratch be free now? Here, Mordin. The doctor said that Gratch is strongest, see?
She looks at you and she's... I'm not getting up to read that.
Oh no, I'll bring it to you. Here.
And Gratch's gonna walk over, like climb over whatever table, like stick his like arm in front of her face.
One of her bodyguards, like, literally moves in to, like, shove you aside with an assault rifle. Like, immediate, instinctual, no thought in it. But Arya lifts a hand, and he kind of backs off. He's still, like, right there.
Kache would not be willing to let that happen, and would immediately go to body block the bodyguard from interfering with Gratch.
Ooh.
Is that going to cause an issue?
I don't know. Are you doing it or not?
If they're moving, I'm moving.
Okay.
And it depends on how long it takes for Arya to react.
Okay. It's basically bang, bang, bang. The bodyguard freezes and, like, takes half a step back as she raises her hand. What does Kache do?
Well, no, if he's freezing and Arya is waving off, then the one step forward Kache had made towards getting in between the bodyguard and Gratch, he then takes a step back and relaxes again. But it's... I don't believe he would have hidden what he was doing, so it was very clear that things were about to occur, and Arya put a stop to it.
Yeah. She looks over the crowd of you and pauses her gaze, and she says, "Good choice." And then she reads the text on Gratch's Omni tool, nods, and sits back on her couch again, stretches her arms out on the side, crosses her one leg over the other, and says, "All right, good job. We won't shoot you on sight next time you show up."
Yay! So Gratch doesn't have to be Gratchin anymore?
Gratch can be Gratchin however long he likes.
Okay, thank you.
She nods to one of the bodyguards on the other side, who lifts his Omni tool and wires you all 3,000 credits apiece.
Ooh.
Nice.
Gratch likes money.
Slay. Hearing the notification on their Omni tool, Bean is gonna peek.
Bean, you get a glimpse of this stunning purple Asari with these beautiful, deadly-looking facial markings. She is wearing a white leather bolero jacket, skin-tight black leather pants. There's a little bit of midriff showing, a little bit of cleavage showing. She's open carrying, gorgeous pistol on her hip. She exudes power and sex, if you're into that sort of thing.
Bean's like, yes.
And she is the undisputed queen of her domain, just sitting there holding court. That is what you see.
Whoa. They say that. Out loud.
Arya hears this, and the corner of her mouth kind of quirks up in the smirk, and I have that effect on people.
Titoh's gonna roll her eyes.
No, yep. Darn tootin'. And do you ever dance? Cause you're. Would you like to dance?
Carver's just gonna give a thumbs up, like, go get it.
Yes.
Roll me charm. And pray.
Oh, yes!
It's a DCS.
I'm praying. I want that nat 20 coming out
20,
right now.
20.
Yeah, it needs to happen. While they do that, question. Could you tell if a Drell rolls their eyes? Because they're just black.
It would depend it would depend on how physical the eye roll was.
Oh, very.
Then yes, but not because of the eyes.
Okay, cool. don't know how extra I need to be. Go point across.
It's a 5.
A 5?
It's a 5. I'm sorry.
It's
Aria.
She just look. I would also like you then, Bean, to roll me an insight check.
Okay. Real dice today, by the way. Cocked. Okay, that's better. 23.
Okay.
I wish the 23 had been the first roll, but this is fine.
You've seen this look on so many people before. Bless your heart.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying.
She leans back and she barely, like there's barely a shift of expression on her face or in her body language at all. There's just sort of this. Oh, honey. I'm over 900 years old. I've danced. But not today, I don't think.
Makes total sense. I just think it's nice to be nice and be asked. So I hope you have a really great day. And if you feel the need to dance anytime, my card is always open. And I reach out a Post-it note and I look at the guard.
I'm just picturing Bean just like covered in little like blank Post-it notes throughout their whole body, and they just pick one off and write it down just whenever they need it.
Oh my god. Yep. The bodyguard takes it, very confused. He doesn't really understand why you're giving him a piece of paper, and I don't think he reads Venian, but I think he kind of like gingerly offers it to Aria, and she takes it and kind of smiles at it.
Bean arm pumps, just yeah.
And she nods to the bodyguard again. Go ahead, JD. Yeah.
Can Kache wingman here?
Oh my god. No. Sure.
Yes.
So I'm gonna preface this by my charm is -3, so don't get your hopes up.
God damn it.
But
You should let Gratch scream, man.
Kache leans in and says, Captain Gainian here is, busy folk, but they've looked after us real well. And it is insinuating that the captain of their own ship, is rolling in it, as it were, and us little people are along for the ride, kind of thing.
Thanks, man. Bean says under their breath, thanks.
I roll a 10, so that's a 7.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, Zin's got thoughts.
If this one's business is concluded, then this one will say good day, and Zin will kind of load away and try to find a secluded corner in Afterlife.
Peacing out.
To near the door to wait for them to do whatever they're going to do.
Deal with their ridiculousness.
Yes.
Hunter.
I know JD has already asked to wingman. Can we just full fighter squadron this bitch? Because I got a +5 to charm.
Fuck yes!
Sure. I think that makes Carver our most charming person, because I don't know if any of the rest of us have charm.
Couldn't you tell? My god. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, actually, I do. I do. I just never roll well for it. I've got a +6 in charm somehow.
Screaming.
So I got a 17 +5, so 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Chase, yes?
Alright, Aria, so since Gratch is like your favorite fortune now, and we're like close like that, I just they're like really cool, and I think a dance would be like good for both of you, and they're a really good dancer. Gratch would know, because Gratch is a good dancer, and yeah, you should, it'd be great, just for his favor to Gratch, because you love Gratch now.
Are we peer pressuring Aria to Loke right now?
16? 16?
Yes.
Titoh, you getting in on this?
Yes. Bean may not look like much. I mean, they look great. But, there's a hidden X factor that I think someone of your experience might enjoy. Something a bit unique. And I'm trying to charm. Do I need to roll? I need to. Okay. Finally, let's go.
This has turned into a group charm check.
And for once, I'm charming and intending to be charming, not actually intimidating. Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
Let's go!
For an average of 9.
So she listens to all of this, and she regards all of you, and she looks deeply amused and a little bit perplexed. This is not her normal interaction with people, and she's not like she's quite a reserved person, so this isn't all playing out in like IMAX level on her face. But nor is she telling her bodyguards to gun you all down where you stand. So, so she listens to all of you, and then she turns to Bean, and she says, I don't know why your friends are trying to get me to fuck you. But I will say I haven't had a Turian in a while.
Oh my gosh.
So why the hell not?
Let's go!
I got a private room right back there. You in for the night of your life?
Yeah, that sounds great. Actually, thumbs up.
Carver just like thumbs up, like both thumbs up, just like.
Oh my gosh, we're getting Bean laid. This is amazing.
I'm picturing like in the third How to Train Your Dragon when Hiccup's like giving the thumbs up to Toothless from behind the rock. That's Carver right now.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. And also, like, whenever I play Mass Effect and Arya's on the screen, Leah, am like a dog. Like, I'm like, so like this is fulfilling so much for me, you guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, Kache. Hey, Kache. What does fuck mean? Is that good? Is that better than dancing?
It's context dependent.
Potentially very good, yeah, but it's like a hug, but more intimate.
Oh. Okay.
Arya stands, all, 6 feet of Asari grace, and side-eyes Kache and Gratch and says, while you two are having your birds and the bees conversation, and she takes Bean by the scruff of the poncho and just strides past everyone into a hidden door. We're in the alcove directly across from her table, and pulls you in, if you will be so pulled.
I'm pulled. I'm there, baby. Like, I'm kicking my feet. I'm curling my toes. I'm there. I'm in it.
Yes, you are.
As she goes through the door with Bean, she looks over her shoulder, says, free drinks for the rest of you till we're done.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay! Does it take a long time?
That's gonna be
It's a Constitution save.
Well, I want an endurance roll, but we don't have an endurance skill.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
We do, yeah.
We do.
I'm gonna let
Yes.
you know right now, I'm willing to spend all of my effort points on this roll.
Okay, Bean.
I'm wondering
incredible.
if you're going to come back with scars. That's what I'm wondering.
And I would wear them with pride. I'm just,
Yes.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, Bean, I need an endurance roll, and you can choose to use however many effort you want. And actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna. I want you to give me 3 endurance rolls, and you can
Alright.
use effort on any of them. And I want you to tell me what they are in order.
Okay. Oh, okay. In order. Okay.
Is it foreplay, action, and aftercare?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
I think Bean would be great at aftercare. Just saying, just putting it out there. But-
Okay, then we're gonna change this a little bit. Your third roll is charm.
Okay.
And your first and second rolls can either be performance or endurance. You pick one of each, and then that's gonna determine how things are gonna go. Which one so I would suggest performance, endurance, charm personally, but that's just me.
Okay.
Is performance versus endurance like top versus bottom?
I mean, more or less.
We're gonna need a disclaimer on this episode.
Oh, yes. This is an R18 one, folks.
I'm using one of my what is it called?
Efforts?
I'm using an effort point.
You can either use them to re-roll, or you can use them to add +2 if you want.
I would like to reroll.
Okay.
I rolled an immediate 2.
Okay. Bean's foreplay game sucks, apparently.
They're nervous.
They are, yes. I mean, fair enough. If I was suddenly ushered into a private room with Arya Tilok, I'm pretty sure my foreplay game would suffer too.
And I mean this as honestly and in the truest form, a dirty 20.
Whoa.
So dirty.
They shoot, they score.
Okay, your endurance roll, please.
Okay. It's admirable. Endurance. I can't read. Aha! 17.
Pretty good.
Okay. Not bad. And charm.
I rolled an 18, but I've got a -1, so 17 again.
Okay, all right. So
Hey.
that's pretty darn good.
Hello, soldiers. Look at your adept. Now back to me. Now back at your adept. Now back to me. Sadly, they aren't me. But if they stop using inferior amps and switch to savant biotic amps, they could throw a singularity like me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a battlefield your adept could be dominating. Where's your amp? Back at me. I have it. It's a holo projector with your favorite Asari dancer. Look again. The holo projector is now a savant amp. Anything is possible when your adept uses a savant biotic amp. I'm on an Elcor.
With concerned confusion, how did I get here?
Okay, before we have Bean's exit, what are the rest of you doing? During the, I'm gonna say you've probably got about an hour.
Bean got game. Who knew?
Yeah, apparently.
Gainian. Being Gainian.
Bean Gainian. Yeah.
I'm gonna order skis full of wrinkle shots.
And Gratch is gonna drink them.
Yeah.
However many you're drinking, if it is less than 5, I want a con save for each of them. If it is more than 5, give me a con save per 5.
How many are we doing, Kache? A ski for you, a ski for me. The more skis, they're all free.
Yeah, so a ski, I think we established that it was 4 shots
I think so,
per
yes.
ski.
Yeah. We can
So-
round it up to 5 for the purposes of this particular counting. We can call Ski Beek 5.
Do you want to race?
I've just rolled 4 con saves, and Kache is drunk.
Kache is real drunk?
Yeah. So
okay. All right.
It started out with a 12, and then it went to an 8. And then it went to a 7, and then it went back to a 10. So yeah, I don't think I'm making it past the first ski.
I think you're definitely you're getting a little tipsy. Like, it's been a long day. You had to carry those orbs all the way back, so you're feeling it. You're feeling it. Oh, how's Gratch doing?
Natural 20, and Gratch is drinking a whole ski.
Gratch is strongest when drinking.
Sure.
Gratch, you are guzzling that recall. It's like it does nothing.
And Gratch is going another ski.
All right.
That one is
Okay. That one did, like, you're starting to get a little sloppy. The dancers are starting to get like 2 heads.
How many heads do they normally have?
Usually they would have 1.
Oh, okay. Shots!
Carver, Titoh, Zyn, what are you guys doing?
I had some shots. I rolled 4, 17, 6, and then 2 16s.
Okay, so
I think I'm okay.
You're okay. You're doing okay. You're a little buzzed, like pleasantly buzzed.
I'm tiddly.
Yeah.
Wait, are these rain calls? These are rain call shots,
Yeah.
right?
Are you getting rin call shots, or are you getting a type? Okay, then you need to roll all those at disadvantage.
Okay. So that's 17 versus 16. So it's now 16. 6 versus 6.
Wow.
What are the odds? Then 16 versus 10. So 10.
Okay.
And 16 versus 8. So 8.
Okay.
So
you're getting sloshed, and you kind of have the feeling like if you had more, you'd start to feel quite sick. Because rin call is not really meant for species other than Krogan.
I'm fine.
Zyn and Carver.
Sad sack Zyn is just kind of collapsed in like a corner booth, if there was one, or wherever's the closest seat by the door, and it's kind of just ignoring everything while they wallow in their own sad thoughts and disappointment in themselves and the weight of all the lies.
Zyn is approached by a couple times by a couple of different dancers who are coming off shift. And they try to like cheer them up, but they rolled a 2 and a 4, so I don't think they manage it. And so they very quickly decide that this Hanar is boring, and leave you alone.
Yes, this Hanar is not only boring, but also easily deceived. You could have easily gotten one over on this one, but now this one is wise to your game.
I want to take some rain call over to Zyn. I'm gonna just go and slide up to him and be like, "Hey, Zynamondan, why the long face?" Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Here, have some rain call. Remember how fun it was last time? You had a great time. Remember, buddy?
This one distinctly remembers it being not fun, and this one also questions the wisdom of imbibing depressants when this one is already depressed.
It's not a depressant, it's a wrinkle.
Rincol is an alcoholic beverage, and alcohol is a depressant to many species in the galaxy. This one could taste the floor.
Fuck your schmalcohol. It makes you feel good. That's all I know. Just have a little. And you know, this and Kendless, they don't deserve you. Okay? They don't deserve you. You are an incredible Hanar. And you'll find better in Kendless. You will. I know you will. So here, just cheer up, drink up, and you know, I'll help you find another one. I've got gods, you know, they're pretty shitty too, but you know, the point is that there's more out there. There are far more Hanar in the sea. Gods in the sea. You see?
This one cannot see. This one does not possess ocular organs.
It's a metaphor. And I'm gonna kind of lightly punch you. I know it's like punching into custard, but just like a
punching a flan. God.
Now I'm gonna hold up the wrinkle to your side. I don't really know how you drink, but I'm hoping osmosis helps. And I'm gonna just sort of pour it on top.
Just pour one out.
Form. There you go, buddy. Cheer up.
This one appreciates your efforts.
Welcome. And I'm gonna stand up and head back to the rest of them.
And we're gonna swap over to Carver.
That was everything.
Question. So whenever Bean left, is there like a bar upstairs, or did we go back downstairs with like everything?
So the way that this level of Afterlife works is that there's one main level, there's like a couple of like little booths that you can't actually get to in the game, but that people are up in, but there's one main bar, and then you can go down further to lower Afterlife where there's another bar and more dancing. Or you can go up into Arya's little raised balcony. So there's just one dance floor here.
Okay, but is that where we're at? Are we at the level where the dance floor is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Carver just goes up to the bar, takes his helmet off, sets it down, and gets a whiskey neat, and is kind of panning around the room to see if there are any of the folks with the blue and white hard suits that Carver and Bean saw at the dock, and is just kind of like watching out for that, and also keeping an eye on how everyone else is doing to make sure they don't get into too much trouble.
Carver's the mob.
I'll say, as he does that, Gratch is gonna walk up with 2 skis. Carver! Shots!
Next time, Gratch.
Oh. Gratch had to drink the skis by himself. Okay.
Kache follows up with a, come on, buddy. Just a little shot.
I'll take one. But Carver, when everybody is like getting ready to take one back, I'm just gonna toss it over my shoulder, and then act like I'm wiping my mouth like I had it, and then just setting it back down.
Okay, deception roll, please.
Oh fuck! I didn't think about that. Okay. Okay.
Do we oppose a deception roll?
I'll need perception rolls from both of you two.
Nat 20.
Oh, this is gonna be a hard one to beat, y'all.
And I'm drinking the whole ski, so should I be at disadvantage?
Yes.
The arms crossed.
I rolled a 3. I didn't notice at all.
I rolled a 4 with a -1 as a 3.
Yeah, you guys are too sloshed. You're too sloshed. There's too many lights and too much stuff going on, and so Carver, you successfully flick it back. You do like a full-on turn, and then
My con save for this ski is an 8. It was a 4 plus 4.
Okay, so you're starting to feel it, but like I think you're still like in the woo phase. So
Gratch just wants to dance.
As Gratch is getting groovy, Carver, you look out over the dance floor and you do see a few people wearing those blue and white suits of armor, but right now they just look like bar patrons. Like they're hanging out, they're dancing, they're drinking. They just haven't changed out of their hard suits after, doing whatever. They haven't changed into their cities.
Gotcha.
Nobody seems to be causing problems. Does anybody else want to do anything? Okay. Bean. Dear Bean. You surface after an hour-ish, give or take, of... Well, let's ask Bean a terribly personal question. How experienced is Bean in the bedroom?
This is not something you were expecting, is it? The shaking
you brought
of the
it
head
upon
says
yourself.
And you kind of did. And then your friends enabled you.
I think that was Bean's first time.
Wait.
Your first time?
Yes.
Oh my god. First time ever or first time out of species?
Well, yes.
Okay. So, in the last hour, you have follow-up question. Have you watched anything? Read anything?
They've done stuff. They've just not.
Okay.
It's been very sweet. And sweet, innocent Bean. They have watched, education. They read a lot.
Okay.
They peruse, the sites of the fandom,
Bean is active on AO3 is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. With a sorry or no?
A few have slipped in, but it's not like they have a thing specifically for Asari and it's like a weird fixation.
Okay. So you're not entirely surprised by how these things, by how the evening goes. You're kind of drawing on what you remember from the things you've read. It's probably like Viania fanfic and stuff like that. And you proceed, and lest anyone get any strange ideas, Arya is 100% in charge of what is going on in that room. Yeah, there's no question whatsoever. The extent of that is a little bit up to Bean. She gives Bean the little bit of leeway how far Bean will let her go with that. But yeah, there's no question of who the dominant in the room is.
Well, we finally lived up to our name of Ride of the Valkyrie, huh?
Yes! That's it, show's over. Ride's happened.
So we're done.
No, that was perfect. I love that. If it goes well at all, it's because Bean is like asking a lot of questions. So they're like, I think they would be thoughtful in general.
Okay.
But also like they're like extra communicative and like very good at following directions. So Arya being in charge makes a lot of sense. They're like, yep, and I will do that.
Okay. All right. Arya is amused at your like sort of like at the attitude. I was gonna go for schoolgirl, but that's not quite right.
They've got enthusiasm.
Yeah. And Bean, you proceed to have your mind blown. You come out of the meld after 40 minutes of foreplay and play to and then those eyes go black and your mind explodes in a totally different and much more enjoyable way than it did a few hours ago. And you come to in this extremely plush bed. And Arya is pulling her boots back on. She is apparently not the cuddle type. Gee, who figured?
Cool.
But she says, "That was nice. Stay as long as you like."
As she's leaving, I'm like, "Well, you got my post-it if you ever need anything." And the doors shuts.
I think she does a little like 2-finger salute behind her as she exits. Do you get dressed and come out?
Yeah, I think it probably takes me like a couple minutes to at least to get dressed, as I'm just like if there's a mirror in there, I'm like standing, I'm just like, hell yeah. There's some purple lipstick in various places. Yeah. Fixing myself up, like just pinching myself because I'm like that. I was just gonna be nice and like ask to dance, and life is good. Some crazy shit happened today, but life is great. And I definitely, upon exiting, I'm not covering my eyes. I'm looking. I'm grown. I've seen it. I'm good.
Innocence is gone. Arya gives you a little nod as you walk out, and one of the bodyguards says, "Your friends are downstairs."
Cool, and I proceed to trip down the stairs.
Do you go and find your friends?
Yeah, yep. I recover. I shoot up. I am like running through the crowd the way that you do when you like run to your friends and you're like I'm booking it for Carver. I'm like, bro.
I think you find Carver still at the bar nursing his whiskey.
Bro.
Carver's just gonna like solemnly nod, hold up his glass as if to like toast and then take a swig.
Do we notice them as well?
I would think that would probably require a perception check. It's a very busy bar. Very busy club.
And you're drunk.
Yes.
And I'm drunk. Gratch did not notice.
12?
I think you see like the rapid movement from Arya's stairs, but I don't know that you would like see that it's Bean. I think you just see like the movement of people. There's this rustle of what have you.
If it's is it like enough that it would be like, what is going on there? And
Probably.
wishing to check it out?
Like, especially because you would have known that Bean would come out eventually, and like usually that staircase is pretty quiet. So if anything's happening, it's either something interesting or it's something bad.
In that case, I'm gonna go and investigate to see what is happening, and presumably...
You discover Bean at the bar with Carver.
Can I do an insight?
Sure. Or perception, whatever you want.
Oh, no, natural 20 on insight, so...
Okay.
All I want to know is, do they seem happy about it?
Bean's glowing, I think is what you discovered.
Okay. How loud can Krogan get?
I would say pretty damn loud.
Okay. The most triumphant... Yeah! I don't know if Discord just cut me off.
It did, but we got the idea, yeah.
It's going to be a very loud carousal and shouting over the attendants at Gratch as well, pointing at Bean, and then just shots will be pushed in your direction.
Cool.
In celebration, there will be patting on the back that is like you may want to roll to stay upright because the pats are going to be far too vigorous. Kache is clearly very excited for you and very happy about this.
Okay, I rolled well. I'm up.
So Gratch, noticing Kache's roar, Gratch just doesn't know what we're roaring about. He goes, yeah! And Gratch is gonna run over, and he sees the patting on the back, and Gratch is gonna pat on the back too. And yeah!
I'm rolling again.
Probably wise.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yes!
I think you held up to Kache's. You're like, oh yeah, okay, and then Gratch. I feel like Gratch goes for the pat, and I think it might end up being like a full on like jump on
Tackle.
your back or something, and then you have to take a knee. Yeah, something like that. Where there's just a little bit too much exuberance going on.
Ah, sorry. And Gratch is gonna help Bean back up.
No, it's okay. Thanks.
Titoh is gonna sidle in amongst all the chaos, give a toast, like hold up a new wrinkle to Bean. Just give them a little wink. I can't actually wink, so don't look at me. But like Titoh can wink. I can't. Titoh can.
Sure.
And just like a little, nice.
I take a drink and hold it up and just to real good conversations among friends.
To good conversations.
Endurance check for wrinkle.
I do want a con save. I do want a con save for that. There,
okay. Am I at disadvantage?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I got a 9 on that. Disadvantage.
You're really starting to feel it there, Titoh.
Maybe I can't wink anymore. Actually,
Just aggressively blinking with both eyes. You think it's only one, but it's both.
A hard wink.
How'd you roll there, Leah?
I have a 6.
Okay, that ring call goes down like shards of glass, and you immediately want to throw up.
Okay. I'm gonna go do that. I just exit immediately.
Zin will raise up to briefly see what the commotion is, and then immediately return to its own wallowing.
Did Zin get even remotely drunk?
No.
Pulled the wrinkle over there?
No, I don't think so. No.
I thought that would just sort of absorb it. Like,
When they imbibed last time, they went down on top of the glasses, so presumably the underside is different, a different sort of consistency than the outside.
I was hoping it was more just like adding whiskey to Jello. I suppose it would.
That's where the mouth is,
Yes.
on the underside, and it was like doing 2 Jello shots at one time.
Got it. I'll remember that for next time.
All right, so assuming that we're all sitting around after the excitement's died down, right? We're all sitting in the bar, drinking, kind of things are mellowing a little bit.
Do you guys maybe all go find Zin's little corner booth and awkwardly like block them into the corner of the corner booth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so as we're doing that
Zin.
and everyone's consoling Zen, Gratch is going to lean over to Bean and go,
Hey, Bean. Captain Gainian Bean. Gratch is really sorry. Gratch didn't realize you were a captain this whole time. Gratch just thought you were a taxi driver, and Gratch is really sorry. Gratch loves you, Bean.
and then he's going to pass out.
Well, that's okay, buddy. And then I throw up into the bucket beneath the table.
You have been listening to I Should Roll, Ride of the Valkyrie, Episode 13, Luck Be an Enby Tonight, featuring the voices of Hans Cummings as Zynamondan, Shay Grové as Titoh Raas, Chase Hutchison as Gratch, Hunter LaPaglia as Carver Fairbank, J.D. Kelly as Kache, Leah Ryan as Bean Gainian, and Kaya Renwick as everyone and everything else. Music and sound effects are used under Creative Commons or royalty-free licenses. For the extended credits, please see the show notes, and for more information, please visit ishouldroll.com. Find us everywhere on social media at ishouldroll, and don't forget to leave us a review. I Should Roll is Intergalactic Improv Initiative production. This fan podcast is a transformative work and is not affiliated with Electronic Arts or BioWare. Thank you for listening. Have a lucky day.